Assalamualaikum and good evening. Welcome to our news bulletin. I am KHAYRIN, your news anchor. Today, we will discuss the increasing issues of unemployment in the United States. In this segment, we will examine the economic background of the United States, understand the types of unemployment that occur, and look at the effects of unemployment. In addition, we will explore how monetary and fiscal policy can help to resolve the unemployment issues and provide the suggestion to solve the unemployment issue. Right now, let's start by looking at the background of the United States.
Okay, Mr. AZIQ, I want to ask you one question. Can you summarize the United States key historical milestones, economic trends, geographic diversity, and population changes?
The Declaration of Independence is adopted on July 4, 1776, declaring the colonies freedom from British rules. After that, in September 9, 1776, the name United States of America was officially adopted, symbolizing the independence. Geographically, the United States have three areas, which is in the east we got hills, in the west we got mountain, and center we got plain. Although the population number has changed, low is low, the demographical changes are gradually changing.
Okay, Ms. Nadia, I want to ask you some question. What are some key sectors driving the United States economy?
Okay, first, key sectors driving the US economy include manufacturing and technology, such as IT, software, and data analysis and agriculture, with the US being a major producer of crops like wheat.
Okay, second question. What does the American flag represent?
The American flag represents freedom, justice, liberty, and national pride, embodying the qualities that make the nation great.
Okay, last question from me. What are two popular tourist destinations in the United States?
Two popular tourist destinations in the US are Central Park in New York, known for its recreational space and historical landmarks, and the National Mall in Washington, D.C., home to iconic monuments, museums, and events.
Okay, now we will talk about unemployment issue in United States. Okay, Miss ALYA, can you explain about unemployment in United States?
Of course. First of all, unemployment is a situation where there are some labourers force who are willing to work but do not get a job opportunities due to certain factors. During a year of 2015, unemployment rate in the United States is dropping, but then it started rising higher during a pandemic year, which is in April 2020, with 14.8% rate of unemployment. And when the economy slowly healing from the curses of the pandemic, unemployment rate start falling again in the early year of 2021 until 2024. But during December 2024, the unemployment rate start rising again from 4.1% from month before, a rise to 4.3%, a calculation for unemployment for this new year 2025. It will be much higher, which is half of the year, unemployment rate will be maybe 4.5%.
My second question, what are the type and causes the unemployment in this country?
The type and causes the unemployment rate in United States is because of three types, which is frictional, structural, and cyclical unemployment. First, frictional unemployment happens when workers leave their job voluntarily to find better opportunities or because the benefits of being unemployed, like government support, are higher than working due to high taxes. Second, structural unemployment occurs when technological advance make certain jobs unnecessary. For example, in the newspaper industry, many workers lost their jobs as news shifted online and on TV. So there was less need for editors or printers. Finally, cyclical unemployment happens when the economy slows down and the demand for goods and services decreases causing companies to cut back on employees.
For this, we already know the unemployment in United States. Now, Ms. KAYRIN, how does this unemployment affect individual and social costs?
Employment can have effects on individual. It can cause financial stress and mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. The rate of unemployment is 7.4% higher among United States adults compared to those who don't have the mental health. Other than that, for the social costs include the increasing crime rates and social unrest. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI), property crime in the United States is much more common of the violent crime in 2022. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now, let's take a look about public policies. Ms. ASYIKIN, I want to ask you a question. What do you know about monetary policy?
Monetary policy is a set of tools that have been used by the nation's central bank to control the total of money supply in their country.
Okay, next, what are the two types of monetary policy?
There are expansionary monetary policy and contractionary monetary policy. We use expansionary monetary policy to overcome unemployment.
Okay, for the last question, what are the tools used by the Federal Reserve to overcome unemployment?
The first tool is open market operations. In open market operations, the Federal Reserve buy bonds from or sell bonds to investors to adjust the amount of government securities. Next is reserve requirements. Lowering this reserve requirement releases more capital for the banks to offer loans or buy other assets. Lastly, discount rate. An increase in the Federal Reserve bank rate makes borrowing more costly, which reduces loan demand and lowers the money supply in the economy.
Now, let's move on to the fiscal policy. Ms. SYAZANA, how has fiscal policy been used in the United States to address economic challenge?
Fiscal policy in the United States has been very important in solving economic problems. For example, during the 2008 financial crisis, the government introduced the Economic Stimulus Act and the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. These plans add billions of dollars to the economy by giving money to individuals, providing tax cuts or for businesses, and funding projects in infrastructure, education and healthcare. This created millions of jobs and helped the economy recover. But even before the COVID-19 pandemic, the United States was already facing problems with its budget. Deficits increased because of tax cuts and higher spending. Like the Tax Cuts and Job Act in 2017. This shows how hard it can be to grow the economy while keeping the budget stable. Fiscal policy is still one of the most important tools for the United States government to manage the economy and support growth.
Let's take a look on how to solve unemployment issues in United States. Ms. ASYIKIN, what are the recommendations you can provide to overcome the unemployment issues in the United States?
The first recommendation is skills training and job placement. Vocational education and training prepare individuals with the skills required in today's workforce. According to Megan O'Connor, 2021, the demise of the vocational school in America was one of worst social trends to date, and its impact on society can be to blame for why so many students end up in student debt when they didn't need to go to college in the first place. This proves that vocational education and training are crucial to ensure everyone is prepared for their future. Next is funding. In my opinion, the Federal Reserve or commercial banks should provide funding to entrepreneurs to encourage them to start and pursue their businesses seriously. This would stimulate economic growth, create more jobs, and help to reduce unemployment issue in the United States. That is all for me. Thank you.
To sum up, unemployment in the United States is a complex issue, but with better understanding and effective actions, we can find ways to overcome these challenges. Thank you to AZIQ, KHAYRINADIAH, ALYA, ASYIKIN and SYAZANA for their valuable insights. Let's continue working towards a better future. Thank you for watching our news bulletins today.